I watch things on my YouTube, and I cry. Music makes me cry quick. Some dances make me cry. So I said I was going to let you see me ugly cry. This is what I do in the mornings. I wake up and I cry. And I get it out of my system, and then I'm okay for the rest of the day. I probably should add that ones with fat people in it make me cry the most, because even this one here, it just tore me up, because the first thing he says, Simon said, before they even got to the point, to the center of the stage, was, he leaned over to who was next to him and said, just when you thought it couldn't get worse. He sees the fat kid come out and decides already that it's going to be bullshit, you know? I hate that. And then he starts saying it, it's so sweet. He's so nervous. I'm like that lady trying to tell the story of an affair to remember and read in Sleepless in Seattle. I don't know if you know the one who's telling the story, you know. That's Tom Hanks' wife in real life. I can't remember her last name now. And the guy that plays her husband, I don't know if you know this, he's been in lots of things. He was in, played Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar. Anybody remember that musical? Okay. Hi everybody, this is Mitzi, day 11, and I wanted to add a little addendum before we get started to my last video. I gave you the story about me taking my first cruise with my sister and going to visit her. I totally left out a big part of the first week. We went to Las Vegas. She took me to Las Vegas. We drove there from LA, and on the way there she pointed out where Baghdad Cafe was filmed, which I thought was cool, because we both love that movie. And if you haven't seen it, you should. And we got to Vegas, and we were going to spend a day in Vegas gambling. And like I said, I didn't have any money, so she gave me, you know, money to spend, and she said I only take as much as I can afford to lose, you know, which I thought was a good way to look at it, to do it. And I was fine, having a good time, you know. She kept saying, we're going to hit it big, we're lucky together, I know we're going to hit it big, you know. And I said, okay, and we played the slot machines, you know, the dollar slots. I think it was dollar slots. And every once in a while she'd send me off to do a machine that she knew was going to be a good hit, you know. And I remember playing the nickel slots, or some kind of nickel game, because she said, oh, that's about to hit. I guess she went there enough to where she knew stuff about the different machines. And I was having a good time until she said, whatever we win, we'll split. If she hadn't said that, I would have been fine. I would have been fine. But keep in mind, I was broke. I was poor. I lived paycheck to paycheck. So when she said that, I thought, cool, I could make some money while I'm here, you know, and pay my rent when I get back. And we were playing the dollar slots, and we got it up to, I think it was like $600 or $700. Seemed like, whatever it was, I was thinking, oh shit, I'll be able to pay my rent when I get back, you know. And I was ready to quit at that point. And she said, no, we're going to hit it big, we're going to hit it big. And we played until all that money was gone. And as I watched it disappear, I was a little upset just because she said we were going to split it. It was all her money, so, you know, if she hadn't said anything, I would have been fine. But, she kind of was like, this is how I saw it, like a crazy person. She was obsessed with it, and by the end, when we got down to the last bit of money, I didn't get to play anything. She decided that I wasn't doing it right and she needed to do it. And she just played it until it was all gone. So that's another big part of why by the end of the first week I was ready to go home already. I was aggravated and just not a happy camper, you know, and then with the cruise, the way the cruise went, you know, it didn't help any, so I just thought I'd add that to it. Okay, today, I gotta go out and buy some water, and there's a machine where you can get 3 gallons for $1. So I'm gonna take my little gallon jugs and get water. This is Saturday, so Wednesday I get my check, which will be nice. I still have a little bit of money, not much, but yeah, I made it all the way through the month for a change. I remember months when I spent it all within the first 2 weeks, so this is better. And I'll probably go to the park today since I'm going to be out anyway. There's something else I have to buy too. I need to get water. What was the other thing? Oh, well, for my habit, my one bad habit I have, which you know what that is, I have to get tubes, because I'm almost out of tubes. These are my tubes. See, they're hollow. There's nothing in them. And I buy tobacco, and I buy tubes, and I roll my own. I have a machine that I use. I'm sure you're not that interested in this, but I might as well show you since I brought it up. I have a machine that I make my tobacco, my cigarettes in. So I got to get some tubes, and I sit in the back of the van and do that, and just kill time basically. It's kind of chilly today, so I'll probably wear my hoodie. Okay, I'll talk to you in a minute. Hello. Yes, it's a little bit chilly today, so I got my hoodie on, and I got my mask on, which I don't need on now because I'm in the van. I wore it into the store. Everybody's wearing their little masks now, and it's just one of those unsunny days, so it's kind of cold in the van today. I did my running. I'm probably not going to stay out long because it is a little bit chilly. It's too bad the sun isn't coming out. But, you know, you can't have perfect days every day. I mean, physically. Mentally, you can. But it's not easy. But physically, you're going to have some, you know, not sunny days, but they can still be perfect. I like rain. I like it when it rains and I'm sleeping in the van, especially. I love it. I sleep better, I think. And so it doesn't have to be sunny. In April, it would be nice if it was sunny. And then at night, it can get cold. I want it to be warm during the day and cold at night. I still think I probably am going to have to move to North Carolina to get that. I don't want to move there, but I may check it out for a while. Sometime. If I ever get to travel again. Yeah, this has been a hodgepodge of things today. I think I cried for you. And what else did I do? I finished my story from yesterday that I've left the big part out of, and then I did some running, and so I don't have any new tips. and I have nothing new to tell you. I could tell you another story, but I figure you don't want to hear one every day about my past. All I can do is tell you about my past, because I don't know about your past. So, today is Hodgepodge Day, a little bit of everything and nothing. I've done a few of those before too, haven't I? Alrighty then. So, I want everybody to have a wonderful day. Enjoy the overcast day. And I hope it's sunny where you are, if that's what you want. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you all. I love you, Patty. Stay good, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye. Follow your bliss.